2, hooker, Ulin Aileen. Number 3, prop, Lily Murphy. Number 4, lock, Usha Daly O'Toole. Number 5, lock, Leah Rowan. Number 6, flanker, Anna McDermott. Number 7, flanker and captain, Lucia Dickinson. Number 8, Rasheen Power. Number 9, scrum half, Julie Finn. Number 10, fly half, Lani O'Donovan. Number 11, wing, Aoife Heaney. Number 12, centre, Joe McCoy. Number 13, centre, Caitlin Crowe. Number 14, on the wing, Abby Kelly. And number 15, fullback, Rasheen O'Sullivan. Our replacements for Ireland today. Number 16, Emma Jane Wilson. Number 17, Huma Sao. Number 18, Ella Buckley. Number 19, Ruby Osuma. Number 20, Neve Marnie. Number 21, Kitty Sweeney. Number 22, Sophia White. Number 23, Clodagh McCarthy. Number 24, Karen Keynes. Number 25, Lily Byrne. Number 26, Amy McConkey. And number 27, Katie Griffin. And our England team. Number 17, prop, Isabella Linden. Number 16, hooker, Marley Hill. Number 18, prop, Lottie Pearsegal. Number 19, lock, Holly Badlovich. Number 5, lock, Charlie Williams. Number 20, flanker, Hannah Foley. Number 21, flanker, Rowan Turney. Number 22, playing number 8 position, Honey Kerslake. She's also the co-captain today. Number 23, scrum half, Summer Smith. Number 24, fly half, Beth Hall. Number 25, wing, Lily Piera dos Santos. Number 26, centre, Charlotte Brooks. Number 27, centre and co-captain, Megan Crilly. Number 13, wing, Alice Fleming. And number 28, fullback, Jemima Mitchell. Our replacements for England today, number 2, Maisie Trotman. Number 1, Lucy Sands. Number 3, Eva Larkey. Number 4, Layla Crick. Number 6, Amelia Rockley. Number 7, Evie Collingbourne. Number 8, Crystal Korabadi. Number 9, Alex Ahad. Number 10, Rosalind Sybil. Number 11, Rose Powell Williams. Number 12, Martha Hallam. Number 14, Millie Walker. And number 15, Izzy Firth. Officials for this game, referee from Wales, Cornwall McShane, and she'll be assisted by Rosie Evans and Katie Gent.
Welcome back, everybody, to Wellington College and day 2 of the Under-18s Women's Six Nations Festival. It is England against Ireland. I tell you what, we've got our day off to an absolute cracker with a hummer between England and Scotland. England snatching it at the death, and they come up against Ireland, who they faced in a warm-up before the campaign began. 29-26, Ireland went down, so we're in for another cracker. And Ireland, well, they came up against the formidable French first time out, and they didn't score a point. And this French team are a juggernaut, but there's some real talents in there. The one that caught the eye particularly, Roisin O'Sullivan, a virtuoso defensive performance from the Connacht fullback. There's an Irish qualified player in the ranks as well, wearing 7, Lucia Dickinson. She captains the side, and there is a healthy representation from all 4 provinces out there. You've just seen England in action. It is it's an aggressive reshuffle of the team, given that they only had the final whistle about 15 minutes ago against Scotland. So we'll run you through some of the key protagonists when we get to it. Izzy Firth has been pushed to the bench along with Rose Powell-Williams. We're going to see some real talents in there. Lily Pereira dos Santos, Jemima Mitchell, fluent, threatening counter-attackers. Rowan Turney, Hannah Foley, all ones to watch. Ireland's criminally allow the ball to bounce on the kickoff, and it's a real squabble to get that ball, but Lily Pereira dos Santos misses out. She does give away about a foot on her opponent there, but she is pure volatility when she gets the ball in hand. It's a massive hit that arrives in early on the Irish monster woman, Lanny O'Donovan, who is partnering Julie Finn as the half-pack axis, representing Munster today. And it's a fine clearance, and it's a fine day for this competition here today in Wellington. This will be England's last hit out. 2 35-minute chukkers. Scotland, Ireland and England in the morning trio, and then it's France, Wales, Italy for the afternoon session in their own tournament. Wow, the dump tackle is certainly back in fashion in the opening 1 minute and 9 seconds of this match between the two sides, who will know each other really very well from that warm-up contest that they had. Good carry arriving from Honey Kerslake. She is a force of nature, but the ball is knocked on.
Okay, so I've got knock on by Green, knocked on there, scrum down, England ball. AR has better position than me. Okay?
So Honey Kerslake in the Ace ranking finals had an absolute ding-dong with Crystal Coriardi, 2 imperious carriers of the ball. So kind of it'll tell you the tale of what might come from the Exeter College captain, who is of New Zealand origin. Charlie Williams is one of the few remainers from the starting lineup, along with Alice Fleming, who's wearing 13 but has been shifted to the wing. Ireland, with some big defence, win the ball back for themselves, and they rebuild from within their half. Another driven shoulder. England and Ireland taking no prisoners in defence right now, and you can just see the arms looking to lever over the prone bodies of the Irish tackled. This time they leave it, but the crescent of white jerseys that comes off shuts off any options outside, and Ireland carry to the line. Lovely delay and disguising of the pass, almost slips Caitlin Crowe, the vice-captain, through a hole. It's messy for Ireland as England pour bodies into the breakdown. The English roars. I'll tell you how much they love that defensive set.
Driving straight for me, girls, yeah? Thank you.
So Isabella Linden, Mally Hill, Lottie Perscale up against Evie Kennedy, Yulin Island and Lily Murphy. And the break goes 8-9 right side, and it's a move that we saw England use to great effect against Scotland. But they don't. Who gets the penalty?
Oh, apologies. Yeah. No, it was.
Confusion reigns, but now order is restored. It was a penalty to Ireland. That would be a cruel way to concede, wouldn't it? Nice touch found, as you can imagine. Number of sort of cross-sport talented athletes amongst the Irish ranks. Likes of Abby Kelly, the Munster woman on the right wing, talented GAA footballer while she was growing up. And, well, you see that in the men and the women of Ireland. Fantastic aerial ball skills, great strikers of the ball with the foot as well. I'm looking forward to seeing all of those gifts in action. That's a little more direct. Not much guile to that carry, but that is an equally important part of the game, running into other humans. England's defence is mighty right now, and they're organised, and Ireland are inaccurate.
You're not on your hands, leave.
I'm going to get the ball into the hands of Rasheen Power, because she can really make a defensive dent. But isolated, England's locked down, and it is a penalty for holding on. And that's as good a touch finder you'll see anywhere in the professional game.
How many?
The ambition
5.
rewarded.
Lovely.
With a foothold in the heart of the Irish 22. Kerslake was the target.
Vantage, green offside.
And Ireland go offside. Free ball to work with, but
you had the advantage of the offside from
the
8.
pass is forward.
8 offside.
Beth Hall, who kicked from the tee supremely well against Wales at the back end of last week in defeat, finds touch again. And England find their leaper. All formed, it's messy. Ireland trying to figure out where the momentum, where the threat is coming from. And the answer is Mally Hill. The hooker strikes. And England draw first blood just as they did against the Scots. Well, Beth Hall's radar is off on this occasion, so England will settle for 5, but it's a good 5, and it is probably just reward for the defensive pressure that they've exerted on Ireland. They haven't allowed the girls in green to settle so far. England return with a fair bit of interest. No release on the floor from the tackler. England, a penalty and a chance to clear the decks. Well, it isn't even clearing the decks, actually. It's positioning themselves for another launch.
Perfect, thank you.
The quality of the carry. The penalty was on the 10-metre line. The English lineup is looking pretty sharp, isn't it? And that is pretty threatening from Megan Crilly.
You're off your feet, leave.
Straight line like an arrow. Not slowing down at all. And that's interesting, that's troublesome, but that is Ireland's, and they break. And now it's a matter of pace. Pereira dos Santos reels in. Abby Kelly, who was almost away. Ireland looking to capitalise upon the break from the English grubber. They're leaving their players isolated. That looked like a good steal for a moment from England. But the waves of green keep coming. Double hit, offloaded out of the tackle. Has it wrong-footed the English defence sufficiently? No.
No hands, no hands.
Because there's equal hunger to hit out wide. Ireland's turn to put boot to ball, and it came racing up like a rocket. England knock on. Ireland with a scrum in a key part of the field. Donovan. It just sort of raced up and rattled into Jemima Mitchell, who's probably had half an eye on the counter-attack already. That is where she's at her best. Scored a worldie in the Aces finals.
Crouch! Bind!
Free kick to Ireland, no messing around. And, you know, Ireland want to use that tempo that they thrive with, especially on a free kick scenario like that. Now the English 8 are all formed up. It's one thing being formed up, it's another thing actually being able to drag down Roisin Power, who lives up to the family name, with a massive carry.
Offside. Mark's here. Mark's here.
So England not back 10 by the looks of things. So they'll go for more of the same medicine. England barked away. Ireland picking and going. It's not glamorous, but it's doing the job right now and then some. Carrying a few England defenders with them. The Irish ball squirts free, and England pounce. Frustration for Ireland having gone so close. And England, how about this for a bit of adventure? Oh, did the miss pass need to be thrown? They'd done the hard bit. They'd found the fracture in the Irish field. And it goes straight out, and they are back under the cosh. I understand the urgency to get it in the hands of Pereira dos Santos, but had Foley inside, or outside, would have been a more simple option. England have infringed. Offside. Injection of pace comes from depth. Ireland, they need to look after this presentation at the back a little better, but that's nice, and that is a fabulous defensive read from Pereira dos Santos. Averted almost a certain try. Ireland driving to the paint, dragged down short. They weren't given an opportunity to present, but it is mighty defence that stops Lucia Dickinson from getting Ireland's response. England go short. Ireland caught unawares.
No hands, you're off your feet.
Honey Kerslake. Always good for a carry. Oh. So too, the try scorer, Mally Hill.
No pull, you had no pull.
Real chaos out there, real fight at every twist and turn of the match so far. Ireland scoop up the crumbs.
Not help.
And they do a hell of a lot with it. England tight round the fringes, it's good D. And their determination to make the breakdown as messy as possible is working for them. Ireland, sluggish ball, little untidy, but now they go. Chances here right. Big read, good offload. And still Ireland on the charge.
You can still get the ball though.
They target the short side still. And England go off their feet.
No.
Ireland tap.
She's marked, the mark's here, not there.
And they're called back to the mark.
It's got to be below. Okay.
Route one.
Roll.
Blunt force, the call. England deny Ireland. And they do so again. Hill in the thick of it all. But the third attempt is a charm for the Irish. Persistence, power, and an Irish try to level the scoreboard.
Seconds.
Oohs and ahs, but no flags raised. It's just the 5 for Ireland, and we're level after 16.5 minutes.
It's a contact.
That brings the score, Ireland 5, England 5.
She's just putting her contact in. She's just putting her contact in. You've played 8. You've got 18 left.
18 left to go. Good bit of support that's travelled across the Irish Sea. We'll say there might be a bit of support from Hove as well. That's where Lucia Dickinson, today's captain, plays her rugby. She's the sole Irish qualified player, IQ being when, you know, the XR players, people of Irish heritage. There's pretty advanced scouting networks that go out and about trying to find those who want to represent the country of their heritage, not necessarily their birth or where they're raised. Nice sort of mazy running and then finding the width. It's a great clear out. Turney burying her head in deep dark places but getting blasted off. Oh, Mitchell all at sea in the backfield. Just looks a little hesitant, which isn't her MO.
It was fine, but you just knocked it on then.
In amongst all the chaos, there's been a knock on.
Yeah, it's just going to be quick with it. And then we go together, yeah. Guys, my foot's a mark, okay? Here. Crouch! Bind! Set!
Tell you what, it's an early release from Rasheen Power to get across, wasn't it? And I think that she might have been pinged. There's one thing popping your head out, but just having the palms of your hands on the derrieres of the second rows in front of you isn't going to cut the mustard as far as a full bind is concerned. But England have cleared.
Girls, how many? 5, thank you.
And they sent it out on the full, having it being carried in, so maybe there wasn't penalty advantage.
Girls, come on!
It's great position for Ireland now. Shouldn't be any signs of fatigue amongst the English. This is a fresh 15 bar the presence of Fleming and Charlie Williams. And she is involved in a line out that comes out on the English side. Pereira dos Santos. Hold tight. Oh, the offload goes to Irish hands. And the girls in green are
fine, but you just played on the floor.
Playing the ball on the floor.
Mark's here. No, not this one.
Watch a strike like that all day. Really just popping off the laces. Lovely kick. Hive of activity on the touchlines. Everyone enjoying themselves here on Easter Monday, and right they should. Not everyone will make it to full international honours, but certainly someone will from these groups of girls who are taking to the field in their country's colours. The defence has been impressive from both sides. Pereira dos Santos can't scramble free. Ireland need to watch out, they're under-resourced down this channel. But now they're back in formation. England looking for an avenue. They try and bludgeon their way through the middle. Late pass. Pereira dos Santos with the fend. Scooped up. Skipped away. Rasheen Sullivan boots a ball, chases her own kick. This will be one of the tries of the festival. And she's there! Oh, no. The dead ball line's won the race, according to the most important person on the field. Let's take a look. And it's a great call. It is a great call. A pressurised call.
8 white sub.
But a bit of Rasheen O'Sullivan magic. Denies us a very special moment.
No, you need to stay
as
bound.
The dead ball line was
just
a few inches.
You need to stay bound, okay?
Too far in field. There we go, time for a rest.
Bind! Set!
Big noise from the English pack, they like that one. 12.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, lovely.
It's interesting games to manage these
Lovely.
because 35 minutes long, there really isn't time to find your feet. There's no time to establish a pattern of play from both sides. So it is about performing in a condensed format and making 35 minutes count. And It's a terrific way to squeeze in so many contests along such a short period of time. These girls played on Thursday, remember, and they'll wrap up the competition on Friday. English defence, back snarling. Ireland putting themselves under maybe a little too much pressure with the passing and the flatness of the running. Here we go, sort of taking it on a lateral drift and getting upended by Megan Crilly. Joe McCaughey feeling that one. They're up against Scotland next. Honey Kerslake gets her ankles taken away. Try scorer for England, Mally Hill. Boom. Oh, still going. Just about there for Summer Smith. It's not fluid, but England are fighting. And they've got a few numbers here. Great tackle coming in from the Leinster woman, Usha Daly-O'Toole. Being carving up for Wicklow in the women's senior AIL this season. It's on here for England. They just need the hands to be crisp, but they're not. They wanted to slot Kerslake through that hole, but the Irish defence raced up and made life tough. Sullivan
no bounces from the knock-on.
Bounces around, doesn't sort of find enough advantage, so we come back for the scrum.
Yeah, that's fine. You're 20 Mossa. Got 9 minutes.
I feel that the under-18 Six Nations Women's Festival particularly is of great interest now in terms of the evolution of the women's game and the pathways that are beginning to become crystallised by the various unions. England clearly with a march on professionalism on the senior stage, but now we're seeing with the Celtic Challenge coming to the fore, giving the Scottish, Welsh and Irish women a chance to play at a more pro level. And a lot of these young under-18s, under-20-year-olds being sort of embedded in that process now as the next generation, the up-and-comers, and it's being reflected in quite how tight all the matches are. If you take France out of the equation, Wales, good win against England. England just edging Scotland earlier today, who drew with Italy. And there's nothing between the sides here today. It is an exciting future for all the home nations. As Turney gets turned over, and oh my goodness, swallowed into touch.
One side where the white's in high.
Oh, that's going to disappoint the English biased crowd here at Wellington College and the rugby neutral, who loves a big hit. There we go, travelling down the touchline, boom, but slipping high was Isabella Linden.
Forward. Then we have a knock on, so forward, scrum down. Come on, girls. 9.
Poor kick, but it's worked out pretty well for Ireland with the knock on. Neither side grasping the nettle thus far in the match. There's an initiative to be seized. It's it's who can find the consistency across this closing 6.5 minutes.
Oh, didn't see it, sorry. Yeah, you just rotated.
Scrum reset, there'll be no change of possession.
Girls, drive straight for me, okay? Crouch! Bind! Set!
Ireland take it to the line. Oh wow, poleaxe. O'Sullivan cut in half by a concrete right English shoulder. But Ireland win the penalty. They go surging into the English 22.
No fault, leave.
Business end of the contest. A try now could be massive in the context, in the determination of who gets the marbles.
Leave.
Ireland 5 out. England have time to regather themselves defensively. They're looking for that steal at all times. The captain,
Short.
held up earlier, goes to within millimetres. And England go off their feet. Ireland need a bit of urgency here.
Behind the line.
They keep allowing England to reform and get that white wall set. They come charging in, though, through Daly O'Toole. And they've got to watch out that they don't get carried back across the English line and held up here. Low slung carry. Ball is there to be used. What will Ireland do with it? They're going to go to the backs. They're going to put some width. They're going to look to find a space and pirouette through. But England say no. Kerslake is over. Then she's blasted out. A pick and go from Ireland. And they're across for the lead. Well, it was wave after wave of Irish attack. The variety was there to be seen. The pick and go, then the width. O'Sullivan almost there, and this clear out was key. It just created the space for Julie Finn to scoot across, and the Clonakilty girl gets the try that may decide the match. Taken to the max via the boot of fellow Munster woman O'Donovan, and Ireland lead England 12 points to 5.
Score currently stands.
England, well, that's it, okay?
12.
How many? 5, lovely. Girls, no huddle.
Ireland 3 minutes from victory over England.
Good. Use it.
Having lost to them by 3 in a warm-up ahead of the festival. They may take a great scalp here and wreak a bit of revenge, but England aren't going to go down without a fight. Turned over, England in transition. The ball breaks free. Looks to have been from an Irish hand in the pocket. Ireland put as much distance between the ball and their try line as possible. Mitchell is there. Now this girl can run. Mitchell taken low. The tackle's good, but the chase even better from Joe McCoy.
You off your feet, leave. Leave it, leave it.
England Seek out Fleming. Big moments in the latter stages of the Scotland game from her, a try and an assist. And Ireland can't help but be illegal at that breakdown. Hall wastes no time. England, though, are running out of it.
How many? Girls, how many? You've got a minute.
Full stretch, but beyond the grasp of Holly Bagnovich.
Your feet, leave! Leave!
England just can't help themselves. They fail to listen to the referee, and they've got to be tactical here. They're leading by 7. The clock is approaching the red, and they make absolutely sure of touch. I wonder whether a penalty was considered. That would have made it a 2-score game. Final seconds of our clock on the game. There may be more on the referee's watch. And England have it. From 80 metres they'll need to go, but they need to look after the ball. They haven't, and there's knock-on advantage for Ireland to work with as well. Skating round laterally, beating the English defence, finding an avenue, and then a miracle offload that doesn't go to hand. But there's no time left, and Ireland have beaten England. It was a brilliant game of rugby. Tight, tense, and one that England took the lead in initially, but Ireland moved through the gears and they shone in the closing moments, and they taste victory for the first time at this year's Under-18 Six Nations Festival. Victorious over England, 12 points to 5. England's day is done. Ireland and Scotland to wrap up the morning session in about 25 minutes.
We have 2 items of property that have been found. A hotel key and a mobile phone. If you have lost either, please come to the information desk. Thank you.
No, I don't want to run on the street. No, you actually can't move. I moved you.
Our next game kicking off in just over 20 minutes at 2 p.m. will be Scotland versus Ireland.